Who is it? Alrighty guys, we've just arrived in Coffin Bay National Park. Looks very spectacular. I just did a pan around there. So there's a few people here to look out. We've driven in through all these sand dunes right through there. And then we're heading this way to go and find a campground, hopefully sheltered. Alrighty guys, I just brought you to a lookout. Have a look at this. We're right on the cliffs here. Pretty gorgeous. Some surf. Alrighty guys, we're heading up the peninsula in the national park. We got some dad and his bubs up ahead on the road. Dad looks after the babies. And then yeah, she's a goat track in here, but I guess we've got to do this to get to the good spots, I'm assuming. What's he got? 6 chicks. So anyway, we'll just keep going up the peninsula. Come on guys, get off the road, come on. Come on, off you go, there you go. Right, oh yeah, she's a goat tracker, right? Alrighty guys, we've come in right through here. And we've come to here now, we've got this softest sand you've ever seen. And we've got to go around there and up that hill. There's some water there and the sand is so soft. So I'm just letting down the tyres, take them down to probably, I don't know, 15 maybe. So we'll have to do that if we want to keep going, otherwise we'll have to turn around and go back out. The last thing I want to do is get bogged, that is for sure. But it's the whole reason I bought a 4-wheel drive truck is to get to these places, so we're going to give it a crack. Alrighty guys, I just tried to get up there, let the tyres down. I went around there, tried to get a run up and get up there. I just can't get up, towing this trailer, so unfortunately this is as far as we're going to go. I'm not going to risk getting bogged with a trailer, and there's hardly anyone around, so disappointing, but we can't get up that peninsula. So I guess we'll go back to the other campground and have a look there. Alrighty guys, I grew a pair and I came for a recon on the motorbike, and yeah, once you got past that soft stuff it hardened up a bit, so I just went for it. I didn't film it, but I just took a run up and went for it and we got over. So on we go up to the peninsula. Here's the track in front of us, if it's going to focus or do its thing. Righto, let's keep going. Righto guys, still heading along the goat track. But there's our view. Only just wide enough for this truck, not even. Righto guys, we've made it to the campground. Okay, this is where we are, right here. Still crappy weather, still windy, and nowhere to launch the tinny, as you can see. So we'll probably have to just fish off the rocks here, out there I guess. Pretty much all we can do. I'm not going any further up here, because honestly this track it's not rough, it's fucking stupid rough. So you know what I mean, I just got to crawl in first gear shit's getting thrown around in the trailer and the camper like you wouldn't believe. The mess I had to pick up in there. I'm smashing all my mirrors because it's a really narrow track and it's just sharp rocks and everything. So yeah, I'm not going any further up the peninsula. It's just too fucking stupid rough for this truck anyway. So here we are up the east coast of the Coffin Bay National Park, the peninsula, and we're just going to hang here tonight. I guess it's a nice looking spot, but seriously no real different to anywhere else I've been, and it took probably a couple of hours to get in here just crawling. So yeah, is it worth it? I don't know. It's always good to see something you haven't seen before, but it all looks pretty much the same in here. Then same as Port Lincoln. So anyway, this is us for the night. I'll throw a rod in, see how we go, and yeah, just keep chilling. There you go, look at that, the boat's all come loose, all the straps have come loose on it. It's moved. So yeah, let's open up. Not even going to open up in there. Scared to look in there, see what's going on. My beers will be shaken up like you wouldn't believe. Everything was on the ground, on the floor in there, it all busted out of its cupboards and stuff. So yeah, you'd never ever get a caravan up here, ever, unless you were extremely keen. But all these oyster shells and pippy shells, there might be oysters on the rocks here. Probably picked clean by now, but there's a lot of oyster shells around. And this is the home of oysters in South Australia, so we might have a scratch around. Yeah, so these guys just came, seem just to, look, just do the crap. I'll probably step in that. Yeah, these are a couple of juveniles. They just came in. I'm just filming that out of the window of the camper. They just came in, chilling out. Really healthy looking emus too. Some you see, once you get out in the outback a bit, they look a bit ratty and dirty, but these guys are nice healthy looking emus. Just picking at the bush there. And there's, I don't know if that's mum or dad, but he or she's a big emu, and again really healthy looking. They must feed on those bushes. Morning everyone. Okay, it's a beautiful morning here at the Coffin Bay National Park. Look at that bay, glassed out, beautiful, but nowhere to put the tinny in. So I think what we'll do is head off today, get back out, because it's a long drive to get out of here over these rough roads. So we'll head back into town and then head up the west coast to the peninsula and see how we go up there. I've got a fishing rod in, but not having any luck at all out here, believe it or not. Anyway, that's our little update. Bathurst's on today, so we might watch a bit of that if we can. But other than that, beautiful in here, but a really hard slog to get in. Hey guys, alright, so we've left the National Park at Coffin Bay. It was a nice little stay there, very rough getting in, as I've mentioned before, and out again. I've had to drop the pressure in the tyres and pump them up twice just to get out of there. So not fruitful for fishing. But on the way out, when I was pumping the tyres up at the entry there, I met a local and she's told me about this beach here. It's called Farm Beach. So we're right on the opposite side of the bay where we were last night. I've pulled in here. I went down and had a look at the beach. It's lovely and calm, but there's a lot of vehicles and tractors parked up down there. And it's a bit blowy and a bit rainy. So our alternative for now is to sit here and watch a bit of Bathurst. Is on today. So we'll watch a bit of that, have a few beers, and then reassess a bit later on. I might stay here for a night, maybe two. Don't know. But anyway, I'll give you a look at all that a little bit later. Hey, here we go. Here's Farm Beach Campground. Facilities there. I'm camped up just here. And the beach is just over there. So we'll go and have a look at that. And then I'll show you these tractors here. So check them out. It's like a graveyard for tractors. They use these to pull boats in and out of the beach. There's a whole bunch of them there. Oh, I guess most of them are probably still going. Got covers on them and whatnot. It's like a little tractor park up. Pretty cool. Okay, this is the road down to the beach. It's just started to spit rain, but anyway, it's all good. So the wind's picked up again. So right out over there, the wind isn't too bad, but over there, that's the national park, the peninsula that runs right up there. And we camped, that sand there's a big long thin spit, we camped on the other side of that, so right over there, and we were looking back this way when we were camped, so we're on the opposite side of the bay. There's rain in those clouds there. So this morning when I came down, there you can see how soft this sand is. It is really soft. Terrible. And it's all just tractors lined up all the way along here. So they must have all been out. But I knew the wind was going to pick up in the Arvo, and it did. So, oh, they've put down some sort of track there, but it's not looking too flash. But geez, that looks lovely over there. We might go for a walk up there. Well, there's a lovely big beach, Farm Beach, near Coffin Bay. So those birds are squawking. Looks like there's some heads of fish here. What do we got? Squabbling over this head. So we just walked down the beach a bit. Absolutely beautiful. Have a look at it. We've got this big overhang here. And then in there, there's another overhang. And right in there is a cave. Just goes into there. Birds and stuff in there. I'm certainly not going in there. I'm terrified of caves, but anyway. Pretty spectacular, just gorgeous. Alright guys, so I'm just having a walk on the beach. I usually come for a walk in the evening just to get some exercise, but number two, just check out everything that's around and have a look at this. It's an amazing coastline here. Camp's just up there. So yeah, got it all to myself, not a soul around, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, so yeah, just gonna camp tonight and then we'll go and look for the next place up the west coast. I've just woken up really, I've had a bit of a siesta this afternoon, had a few beers watching Bathurst, so it put me to sleep, but anyway, all good. So yeah, we'll just head up the coast and find a nice little fishing village and pull in there. So have a look at this big overhang behind me up in here. ready to come down. Anyway, so beautiful spot down in Coffin Bay. Chilling out, loving it. Morning guys. Okay, so very rough night's sleep last night. Got up this morning, it's howling wind again. You just can't pick it here. Anyway, that was Farm Beach campground, lovely little spot. And now we're going to head up the coast to a place called Elliston and have a look what's going on there. We'll grab another beach campsite and check it out. I'm not confident with this weather for much fishing and stuff, but anyway, we'll head up to Elliston and have a look and go from there. Alright guys, we've just stopped at a little lookout. We're going to go up and have a look. Heading towards Elliston. Looks like it might be spectacular. So I've driven up Flinders Highways down there. Keeps going up to Elliston. But anyway, let's go for a walk up this path and see what we can find. Alright, this is a monument to a trawler that got sunk here or hit a reef in 1959, I think. One life lost, happened just over here somewhere. I'll walk up to, oh my god. Guys, sorry about the wind, but you're probably used to that now. Alright, oh my god, look at this. Oh, and absolute cliffs here. Wow, check it out. About as close as I want to get. That is a sheer drop off there. Alrighty, that was a pretty hairy experience right on the edge of that massive cliff. But anyway, this is the road back out of that lookout. Another goat track, but nowhere near as bad as up the Coffin Bay National Park. But there's our little view. There's always something to see down here, so it's lovely. Not sure if you can see all that rock there, but anyway. So yeah, not sure what this little place is out in front of us, this body of water, but some sort of inlet, I guess.
Oh, you are
they're everywhere here.
For phoning in.
So on to Elliston. Alrighty, so we've just arrived in Elliston. This is town's that way. We drove down here to the foreshore. So I'll give you a look. It's on another nice, lovely little bay. Huge jetty over here, you can see. That's a real long one. And if we come around the bay, big surf over there. The esplanade right there. So I've just stopped at the Elliston Bakery and see what their pies are like. Excuse me. There we go. Lovely pie for brekkie. I find South Australia probably have the best pies. They're great. But anyway, gorgeous little place at Elliston. We're going to head further north and once I get some fuel, then we're going to find a campground up that way somewhere. Look at that, see what I mean? Proper big beautiful chunks in there. Sorry if you can't hear this for the wind, but I love the geology of places. And looking at this from that point there, right the way along, you can see those white caps right over to that point there. So all the way along you can see those waves breaking on some sort of reef. Safe to assume that before the last ice age that would have been connected all the way across there. And then over time, when the sea levels rose, it ended up flooding into this little sheltered bay, and the millions of tides in and out have eaten all that wall away. That's what I reckon anyway. Pretty easy to see that. And you'll never see this, I don't think, but way out there on the horizon is an island. Anyway, gorgeous. Elliston, on the west coast of the Eyre Peninsula. Beautiful little spot. Anyway, let's go find a campground. I got to tell you, that pie was outstanding. South Australia doesn't disappoint when it comes to pies. Righto, let's head.